Courtney and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing another, I don't know if these are really get ready with me. I'm still like kind of doing tutorials anyway. But we're going to be doing another look. This time we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. Now typically I do not like pinky purple looks. I really don't. But there's something about today that is just hitting for me. Yeah, nothing really new. So we just use everything that I already have. Hopefully you guys have similar products to these so you can follow along if you would like. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Per usual, the eyebrows are on. I'm gonna go ahead and take this wrap thing off now. Let's start with primer so that it can set. Today I'm gonna be using the Photo Finish Primerizer from Smashbox. I'm gonna be going in with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation, which is super duper dry on my skin. So I'm gonna put it with this one and we're gonna kind of try some tips and tricks to see if we can get it a little bit more moisturized instead of a hard matte, which is kind of what this foundation does on my skin. I feel like I'm gonna do something like quick and easy, but I'm definitely gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. Like, when is the last time y'all saw somebody use this? It's been a minute, right? I'm first gonna go in with the color Supreme. First I'm gonna put lotion on because my hands, with all the like washing of the hands and like the sanitizer of it all, is like my eczema, especially in my hand, has been acting up like crazy. That's why, like, if you see my hands and they're super duper ashy, like I definitely put on like 3 coats of lotion. It just doesn't help. See, look, lotioned up, still ashy. Anyway, so I'm gonna take that Supreme color and I'm gonna place it into and above my crease. So we're gonna dab it right there and go back and forth. This is like my normal situation I usually do. This is gonna be like the easiest eye look ever. Cause I don't really feel like doing a lot, but also it's like when I sit down to actually put on makeup, I want to like put on makeup and I wanna see like, you know, the transformation or whatever. One thing I've always noticed about my eye makeup when I do it, I feel like this eye naturally when I do it kind of curves up, whereas this one kind of curves down. It's very weird. Like I always kind of have to pick this side up to make it flow and match at the end. Does that make sense? Where you at? There it is. I'm gonna go into Pinker right here. This palette is so dirty. I actually do use this palette quite often. It's kind of reminiscent of like the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. I think I said that in my review as well too. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with the shade Pinker. So we're gonna kind of take it on the outside right here. Alright, love you. Take care of yourself.
Alright, love you too.
Bye. Alright, so essentially I kept going back and forth and blending, and this is how rich of a tone we got. Like, I'm sure we could go a little bit deeper, but this is kind of what I want to stay with. I think I want to use another collab. This is the Raw Beauty Christie and ColourPop collab. I think I want to do Like a Moss as a base on the lid with mycelium on top. So if I go in with my finger, this is what we're looking like. That's actually not that, you know what? That's not that bad. We can do that. I've been taking a break on like my nails situation. Like I do have a ton of like press-ons and stuff that I can put on. But there is something about having short nails and being able to just put my makeup on and my eye makeup like this. Or like when I put my lashes on and I can literally just pinch them together. You know what I mean? It's kind of a beautiful thing. All right, but I'm only gonna take it to this point right here because I'm gonna go back in with that, what was it, Pinker shade, and sort of blend on the edge of that. But that's so pretty. Now I could have used Dwala's or Trust Issues from the palette, but I wanted something a little bit smoother and with less fallout so I don't have to clean up a lot. It's funny because I'll go weeks without doing my makeup, and then once I sit down and actually start doing something, I'm always like, yay! The other shade is Mycelium, which is more of like a silvery base, so it looks like that. And if I put it on top, maybe just in the middle, it didn't do that much. All right, so we're just gonna do that for consistency purposes. Now I need to do a little bit of blending, so I'm gonna take that Pinker shade again on the edge and blend. I always keep like a paper towel down here so I can wipe off the glitter as I go, so it's not kind of constantly transferring all over my face, if that makes sense. But now I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Life Liner. This is the one that's like the double edge. I believe they have now released the regular Life Liner just by itself in the liquid form. The thing about this liner I love is that it's really, really smooth and like a creamy, almost like you know, the Melt cream liners, gel liners, whatever. It's like really, really, really smooth. And this kind of reminds me of like a felt tip version of that. However, it is a pain to wash off. Like, this does not move. could sharpen that outer edge up a little bit more, but I don't think I'm going to. Again, it's the laziness for me. Lashes are on. So like I said, we are going in with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This is in the shade Cadiz, which is medium deep 3. For this specific foundation, I do wish I would have got Caracas, which is the next shade up, because this one is a little bit light on me. It's supposed to be like a matte foundation, and I feel like maybe they wanted to account for when it dries down. You know how sometimes foundations can dry down and get like darker. However, this doesn't oxidize enough for that. Although I haven't used this in a while, and I haven't been outside that much this summer, so maybe it'll work now. It's still a little light, but we'll make it work. I'm gonna go with the Makeup Forever Velvet Skin simply because I used it like to sort of clean up my eyebrows, so we can just sort of have some consistency throughout the look. But I really don't remember how this performs, so this is gonna be interesting. You know what though, I'm not like mad at the coverage, and once it kind of moves around, it's not that bad. It does feel a little heavy under the eyes though. I feel like up close I can see some major flaws, and you guys might be able to see it even from where y'all are at. Like right around here is a little iffy. It might just be one of those makeup days where like it may look cute from afar. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Hydrating Complexion Trio from Alamar Cosmetics. I'm gonna start with this as my contour and kind of use it as like a base under here. And then I'm gonna build it up with this shade, and then I don't think we'll need this one today, but we'll see. I'm gonna go in and actually blend it out with the other shade, but I'm putting this for like the depth of the contour, if that makes sense. I'm actually gonna take another bronzer. This is from Colored Rain. This is a bronzer in the color Caramel Delight. I'm gonna use that to sort of redefine the nose area, starting at that bridge, like right here, bring it on down. See, my nose is coming back. For blush, I'm gonna go into the Juvia's Place Saharan Volume 2 blush palette, and I'm gonna be using B, which is kind of like a purpley, pinky, mauve kind of situation. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a lavender on my skin. That this is the first time I'm using it, and it comes off like almost like lavender. All right, so I'm taking an empty brush and just sort of buffing everything to make sure it kind of blends a little better. Take off any excess product, any cakiness. Let's finish up the eyes. So I'm gonna take, this is a pencil from Dose of Colors. I am gonna put it in the waterline, of course, just to kind of round out the look, but I'm gonna drag it a little bit below it just so that I have a base for the color that we're gonna put on next. And now I'm gonna take a little smudger brush and just smudge that out. I'm thinking about this shade and what to do with it and if I'm gonna use it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go into Big Wig and then pat that on top. Yeah. Kind of smudge that in there. So now I'm gonna take that shimmery purple Shookington, and I'm just gonna put it like a little bit in the center on the lower lash line. Not a lot. I don't want a ton of this color. I just kind of want to play with it a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Just for a little dimension, when you turn your eyes, you'll get a little bit of shimmer down there. I was gonna use Soleil because it's a little bit more pinky, but I think because we kind of went with a little bit goldy green, I'm gonna take Trust Issues, and that's gonna go on the inner corner. Just a little dabby dab. It does something. This is the Light Source Mega Beam highlighter in Go for Glow. This is the Light Source Mega Beam highlighter from Lorac in Glow for Gold. And I'm gonna use this just a little bit lightly on the cheek area for my highlight situation. Now this is a little bit more in your face, so I'm gonna be kind of careful and just make sure just a little bit. I don't want a ton. Little on the nose. Tip on the Cupid's bow. All right, so I'm gonna let my mascara dry before I spray the face. And then I think we're done. Oh, the lips. Of course, the lips. I gotta figure out what lip I wanna do. I'm going to go in first with my Juvia's Place lip liner in Wine. Well, that's kind of red. You know what? No, I'm gonna use Brownie instead. Brownie is like a little bit darker and it has like that tinge of red purpley to it. Now I don't know if ColourPop still has this, but this is one of my favorite satin lippies that they did, like the liquid lippy. This is in the shade Viper. I honestly used to wear this shade all the time. And then I'm gonna take the shade Little Pump in the center. All right, so I think we are done. Now the one thing that I will say about the makeup is under this bright white light, I look blurred, one, but also a little pale, and that's the one thing that I was like trying to alleviate with the deeper contour color with the reddish going on, which, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes we have light makeup days, I guess. I don't know. Per usual, everything that is on my face will be in the description box below. That about does it for me, guys. Hopefully this video was fun to watch, entertaining, all that great stuff. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, to comment, to subscribe if it is in your heart to do so, if the mood so suits you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.